God Bless America, to me, embodies what we all despise about America.
I think the economy has become a god to people.
Eso es mi crítica del sueño estadounidense.
Now, if you don't know, the American dream is built on that.
Hola, soy Meg. Soy una mujer de Estados Unidos que se enamoró de España con 15 años. He vivido 4 años en total en España, con idas y vueltas a Estados Unidos. Soy una productora y hago vídeos sobre lo que observo y experimento. En algunos vídeos que he hecho he recibido comentarios preguntando si Estados Unidos es como las películas. Y para contestar a esa pregunta he pensado que podría dar mi propia opinión y también preguntar a gente cuya opinión respeto mucho.
Hola, soy Jeremías. I am an American errant knight of chivalry. Oh, the interview. I am American by birth, but my soul lives in La Mancha.
I am a pail of haunted bog water.
What does that mean?
It means that I've tried numerous different groups and I don't really fit into anything, and I just I do best sitting in a little corner being gross and going boo. Haunted bog water.
I would say I'm a film buff, but not quite there. But I have studied film. I've done some amateur films in college, outside of college.
I am a writer, a musician, and a celebrator of life. I throw a lot of parties. Basically, I like having a lot of people having a good time in the woods, and I like to do it with them. I like the adulation, I like the attention. It's the same thing with music, or anything I do basically requires some kind of an audience, and that's part of it. And then the other thing is I like the camaraderie between the people in the neighborhood. I like everybody knowing each other and loving each other and that kind of thing. Celebrating the love everyone has for one another is a good time.
Soy más feliz cuando estoy apreciando el arte de los demás. Por eso me he puesto aquí con los cuadros de mi madre en los alrededores. Y por eso yo creo que también estoy más contenta cuando estoy creando vídeos para el canal. Porque es como que puedo contar las cosas que a mí me parecen muy interesantes o importantes en la vida, y creo que todos tenemos esa voz maliciosa en la cabeza que nos dice: pero tú, ¿quién cree que eres? No vale para nada y no eres especial. Pero puedo pensar en un momento de ciertas personas que destacáis en los comentarios, que siempre me apoyáis un montón y me habéis cambiado mi perspectiva de mí misma. Cosworth, Ken Alime, Ignacio de la Vega, y hay muchos más que me habéis apoyado tanto que os considero amigos, aunque nunca nos hemos conocido en persona.
Something that you do, maybe a creative outlet that you find fulfilling.
Oh, I've actually got a bunch of those. The wire wrapping jewelry that I made, the crocheting. I can knit, but I more than often end up just kind of using them like a clumsy American at a Chinese restaurant, like just stab things with the chopsticks instead. So crocheting's best for me, particularly if my anxiety is higher, like around the holidays or the entirety of 2020. Keeping my hands busy or staying cleaning or something like that, it helps keep my anxiety down. I turn into the little girl with hopes and dreams of somebody being impressed. Like I get really excited when somebody actually genuinely likes things that I make.
So in terms of hobbies and things that I enjoy doing that make me happy, I have quite a few. Obviously, I like sports. So there's NBA, NFL. Favorite teams are the Heat. And then I default to the Carolina Panthers because that's where I'm originally from. I also enjoy music. I listen to all types of music, mainly hip-hop. So I like the beat, I like the rap, I love the culture. But also branch out to classical music. I also have a knack for history. It's funny because as a student, I actually hated history.
I am a big fan of the movie Chappie because it's a story about a robot who is brought into the world with no idea. He's an artificial intelligence, and so as soon as he's turned on, he's suddenly there, but he also has a limited battery life and he can't get a new battery. The whole time the question is, why is he here? Why did his maker make him only to die? it's all the same questions that we have to answer in life. It's funny because the movie actually takes place in Africa, but the reason it reminds me so much of being an American is because we as a people never really have an identity. We just sort of are brought into the world and we sort of consume and buy, and we swallow up into this culture, but there really isn't a culture of our own. It's really a mishmash of other cultures, and basically our whole desire in life is to consume for the sake of consuming, to keep the all-powerful economy running, whatever that is. I think the economy has become a god to people.
God Bless America, to me, it embodies what we all despise about America as just the worst of the worst, selfish, hateful people that, honestly, you just don't want around pretty much any time. It's just become a generation and a world of who can be the most offensive and who can yell the loudest and think that's who wins the argument.
He reflexionado mucho para poder contestar la pregunta de cuál sería la película prototípica de Estados Unidos, en mi opinión, y diría Regreso al futuro. Trata de varios tropos estadounidenses, por ejemplo, la persecución de coches, la importancia de la escuela secundaria en la formación de la persona, y esos bailes como prom, homecoming dance, y lo importantes que son para los estudiantes. Y también hay mención de béisbol, World Series. Pero quizá lo que más me llama la atención y me ha hecho elegir esta película es lo que dice George McFly. Dice:
Like I've always told you, you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Es esa idea de que cualquier persona puede conseguir todo lo que quiera si solo trabaja a tope. Y bueno, como niño te puede motivar mucho porque piensas que puedes llegar a ser lo que sea, una superestrella, un ingeniero, presidente de los Estados Unidos, pero a la vez es un poco ingenuo y no reconoce que hay personas que tienen, bueno, muchos recursos al nacer, o enchufes, o lo que sea, suerte. Y también creo que deja juzgar a los que no tienen, diciendo, bueno, si hubiesen trabajado más, tendrían lo que tengo yo. Pero bueno, eso es mi crítica del sueño estadounidense y este mensaje en muchas películas.
If I had to pick a movie that represents America, being the quintessential American movie, and this might seem a little bit outlandish, but I'm gonna go with Scarface. That's right, Scarface. I mean, think about it. Scarface, what was he? He was a Cuban immigrant. And think about America. America was started by immigrants. Even if you go to the Native Americans, they were immigrants. They came across the Alaskan Strait. So America itself is founded by immigrants. Another key element in Scarface is the rags to riches. Now, if you don't know, the American dream is built on that rags to riches thought, that you can come in, have nothing, work really hard, and become rich. You see Rockefeller, you see Carnegie Hall, all these families have come from nothing to become billionaires. And in Scarface, it's exactly what he did. And last but not least, is also Al Pacino. I mean, Al Pacino is the personification of mafia gangster movies. I mean, he played The Godfather, and obviously Scarface is another one of his biggest movies to date. So I would say Scarface really hits home in terms of hitting that quintessential element and themes that America is built on.
En este vídeo, obviamente, quería contestar la pregunta de cuál película sería la prototípica de Estados Unidos, pero también quería que nos conocierais un poco, porque si no, no vais a entender por qué hemos contestado de la manera que hemos contestado. Porque, bueno, todos somos muy diferentes y tenemos diferentes experiencias en Estados Unidos. También sé que a los cuatro nos encantaría conocerte a ti. Si quieres comentar un poco de quién eres, qué te hace feliz, por qué y cuál película tú crees que sería prototípica de tu país. Creo que si tuviese un lema para este canal sería encontrándonos en los demás. Porque creo que cuando conocemos a personas de otras partes y con otras perspectivas, reflexionamos y terminamos conociendo a nosotros mismos un poco mejor. Eso es lo que quiero con el canal. Si te gusta la idea, si quieres ver más vídeos míos sugeridos en YouTube, suscríbete y si te ha gustado el vídeo, por favor, deja el pulgar hacia arriba y nos vemos en el siguiente. ¡Hasta luego!